I thank you all for coming on this fifth Sunday. I hope everybody's enjoying their food and camaraderie, being able to talk to different people in the church. For those of you who may not know me, I'm Gary Broughton. I'm the trustee for the church, and I'm going to talk just a few minutes, about the bell tower, just to give you a quick update. And the most important thing I can say today is to thank the people in this church for their generous contributions to the bell tower. Because without your generous contributions, we would have not been able to repair the bell tower. Again, I thank you very much. And the first thing I'd like to talk about is what was done to the bell tower. If you're not familiar with the bell tower has two roofs, one that sits up at the very top and one that sits where the bell actually sits on top of it. And that's where you see the arches and the bell is sitting. Okay, like I was talking about, there are two roofs, an upper roof and the roof where the bell sits. All of the framing was torn out and replaced for both roofs, and what you're looking at is an example of that's the new framing for the bell tower, bell roof deck, if you want to call it. That's inside the arches. This is the bell sitting on top of the new roof, and you'll notice that the hatch is open, and if you look closely, you can see that the new roofing material is copper. So we have copper on both roofs. The bell is operational, and we hope in the future, after phase 2, which I'll get into in a minute, that we will be able to reuse the bell soon. And the last slide I want to show is the upper roof, and you can see the copper work, and you can see the copper on top of the crenellations. The shorter ones are sloped in towards the roof. There are washes between them that slope out, and the corner ones, which are flat, are also covered in copper. So we're hoping that the lifespan of these new roofs will be 50 years plus. We're hoping for 75 years. A lot of that depends on the environment, and we can't control that. This is the last video that Gary Stouffer did, and you can see the bell tower from different angles. And again, I want to say thank you for all that you've done. Phase 2 of the repairs will be starting with an evaluation of what I call the foyer, or the entranceway off of York Road, behind the two double doors, the oak doors that we have that face York Road. We will be evaluating the ceiling, which is another wood platform in the tower. We've got some damage to the ceiling. We've got damage to the paint and the plaster in there, so we need to evaluate that. But we hope to be able to start that soon. And once we're complete the evaluation, we will be moving forward with the repairs in that area. Anybody have any questions about the bell tower? Yes. So far, for phase 1, we spent $48,010. And that was all donated by the people in this church. And again, I thank you for that. But that's a good question. Any other question? I'm hoping soon. I can't give you a date because we need to evaluate first and find out just what needs to be done, because we don't know if that ceiling, that floor that actually forms the ceiling of the foyer area, we don't know if that's been damaged from water and leaking over the years. We may have to tear that out and repair that before we can proceed with the repairs inside. So it's kind of an open-ended question. I can't answer that. Any other questions? Okay, I thank you very much.